Where were the other drugs?
I never knew. I swear.
Swear to me!
Welcome back to the Real Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm here with fellow Batman Christopher Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
After dealing with all the Schumacherness of the last review, we're continuing our Batmanathon. We're finally with the Christian Bale movie.
Yeah, and where I nearly killed my voice. God. And we have to do 2 other films with that. But anyway, yeah. It's weird to categorize this film. You know, it's good, but I wouldn't call it excellent. Let's see where this goes. Yeah. Batman Begins is a 2005 superhero film based on the DC Comics character Batman. Batman Begins reboots the Batman film series and is the first installment of the Dark Knight trilogy. The film was directed by Christopher Nolan and written by Nolan and David S. Goyer. The film stars Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne / Batman, alongside Michael Caine, Liam Neeson, Katie Holmes, Gary Oldman, Cillian Murphy, Tom Wilkinson, Rutger Hauer, and Ken Watanabe and Morgan Freeman.
Want to get to the synopsis?
A young Bruce Wayne travels to the Far East where he's trained in the martial arts by Henry Ducard, a member of the mysterious League of Shadows. When Ducard reveals the League's true purpose, the complete destruction of Gotham City, Wayne returns to Gotham intent on cleaning up the city without resorting to murder. With the help of Alfred, his loyal butler, and Lucius Fox, a tech expert at Wayne Enterprises, Batman is born.
I thought it was a really good origin story.
Yeah, and it went a different route where we actively saw Bruce Wayne's whole journey in learning all the things that he does to be Batman.
Yeah. So let's talk about the new Batman himself, Christian Bale.
Yes. Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne / Batman. In this film, he's actually good. He's actually good. He really gets the whole understanding of Bruce Wayne and Batman. He gets it. And also, fortunately, because it's been a very controversial thing, his Bat voice isn't over the top in this one. It's actually decent.
Yep. And he originally auditioned for Robin in Batman Forever, which he didn't get it because Schumacher wanted Chris O'Donnell instead. But he did fine. He was, I think Nolan called him to go do this part, and he was working on another movie, so he was really skinny, so he had to first eat a lot, and then
he had to bulk up. I think he gained
he gained a lot.
Over 100 pounds.
Yeah, Christian Bale said that the crew was joking, or we did.
I thought we were making Batman, not Fat Man.
Yeah.
So he had to shred an additional 30 pounds?
Yep.
Dedication. Yep. I got to give Christian Bale all the credit for that.
Yeah, but you can also see his sadness when mentioning his parents, especially his father.
Yeah.
On occasion. Bruce does have his dark moments, mainly before he becomes Batman.
Oh, yeah, because he was gonna murder Joe Chill.
Yeah.
He was gonna murder that man after his trial. Mm-hmm. As he's being taken away by the police, he was going to shoot that man. Mm-hmm. Didn't care if anyone else would see or anything. He was gonna kill him. But someone beat him to it.
Yep. Will be the Falcons.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course, he does look cool in the bat suit. No bat nipples this time.
Yeah. Even though, for some reason, the cowl looks a little weird to me. But for the most part, I do like his bat suit.
Yeah.
You know, it seems much more practical of what someone would wear in a realistic setting, because that's what the whole Dark Knight trilogy is going with. The idea that this is what actual reality would be like with Batman. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why, you know, in the feature film, Joker didn't fall into a vat of acid. That's all hair dye and makeup. Mm-hmm. I guess Scarecrow only wearing a mask and not a full-on Scarecrow regalia. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But I think he did good. He definitely did good as Batman.
He has chemistry with most of the actors.
Oh, yeah, especially Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Especially Gary Oldman and Liam Neeson.
And Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Though, I have a feeling... See, there's 3 different Bruce Waynes. There is Bruce Wayne without the mask, him in Wayne Manor. Mm-hmm. There's Brucey Wayne, the Bruce Wayne that we all see as billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, industrialist. Mm-hmm. And then there's Batman. For some reason, his Brucey Wayne didn't feel too right to me. I mean, what's your opinion? Do you think he did a good job?
I thought he did a good job trying to play it off by bringing dates.
I mean, I saw that, but him getting into the pool with his suit on and everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I felt like he was trying too hard.
Yeah. Well, I thought he tried too hard when he tried to pretend to be drunk and force everyone out in order to save their lives.
Well, yeah, that too. I don't know, for some reason it wasn't fully clicking with me with him trying to be Brucey Wayne, but him as Bruce Wayne and him as Batman.
He gets his ass kicked by Henry Ducart a lot in this movie. Which we'll talk more about the reveal, but he does have his ass kicked a lot in the movie.
Well, I mean, it's... early in his career. Yeah. This is literally Batman Year 1.
Yep. So let's talk about the supporting cast.
Okay, well, starting with his loyal butler, Alfred Pennyworth, played by Michael Caine.
A second Michael playing Alfred.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
I really like Michael Caine's Alfred in this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Better than his Betrayal 2 movies later. We'll get into
yeah, we'll get into that in a later review.
Yeah.
But I really liked his Alfred.
Yeah.
It really... I liked the camaraderie and rapport that they had.
Yep.
And the fact that, you know, Alfred really is looking out for Bruce.
Yeah.
Because he knows Bruce is still dealing with a lot.
Yeah. He had a lot of fun quips, too. There.
Yeah.
I hope you're not part of the fire brigade.
With all those bloody weights that you lift, you can't lift up a board.
Yep. He also shows Bruce what would soon be the Batcave.
Yeah. Though part of me does wish Michael Caine would have been the Alfred that we know that can literally throw hands with people.
Yeah.
For some reason, I get that from his Alfred. Mm-hmm. That for real... Oh no, if someone got into Wayne Manor or the Batcave, he would beat them down while wearing his spats.
The other supporting cast.
Well, should we go into the main villain, or?
Yeah, we can do the main villain.
Okay, Liam Neeson as Henry Ducard, or should we say?
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, and it's pronounced Raish.
People keep calling him Raz, even on the other review sheet. It's not Raz.
It's Ra's al Ghul. They made it a point in pronouncing it in the video games and in one of the animated series. It's Raish.
Even Gotham pronounced it right.
I mean, at least Arrow, they decided to go with the idea that some people call him Raish, some people call him Raz. It's all based around how closely affiliated you are with the League of Shadows.
Yeah.
But, anyway, Liam Neeson did a very good job.
Yeah, he plays sort of the sympathetic, sort of fatherly figure.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
And he does care about Bruce. He definitely sees Bruce as the one who should succeed him, you know, as Ra's al Ghul.
Yep.
But the one thing I'm confused with his Ra's al Ghul is, where is he from? Because in the comics and whatnot, Ra's al Ghul is supposed to be Egyptian. Where's Liam Neeson's Ra's al Ghul from?
Not really quite sure. They never really say.
Can someone explain this to me in the comments? Because I really want to know and understand this, because they never really went too far into his backstory. Just like, where exactly was the pit in Dark Knight Rises?
There wasn't not supposed to be a pit because of it being a realistic movie. It's supposed to be more realistic compared to what we've seen from the Bernd Schumacher ones.
Yeah, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But overall, Liam Neeson did a good job.
Yeah, this was my first time seeing him since Star Wars Phantom Menace.
Oh, same here.
Yeah.
Same here. It's always weird to remind myself that he was Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
I guess the other villain, Cillian Murphy as Dr. Jonathan Crane, a.k.a. Scarecrow.
Yeah, the guy that they promoted all the trailers and TV spots in order to fool us on who the real villain was. Yeah. Basically.
And also, I forget, wasn't Cillian Murphy like the first go-to for, was it Nolan or was it Goyer?
It was one of the two.
That wanted Cillian Murphy to be Batman, but they felt as though he didn't perfectly capture the two personalities.
Yeah.
So they decided to give him Scarecrow, and he did a fantastic job as Scarecrow.
Yeah.
I mean, a true sociopath.
Yeah.
A manipulative sociopath.
Yeah. Who literally kills you with the fear poison. Well, some of it depends on.
Well,
the
he'll either break your mind with the fear toxin, or he was just planning on poisoning people with it in the freaking water supply of Gotham. Oh my God! This is really sounding like a comic book plot. And I guess he was going to essentially break the minds of everyone in Gotham so it wouldn't feel as bad when Ra's al Ghul decides to destroy Gotham?
Yeah, well, the only thing he knew Ra's was playing, he thought Ra's was going to hold it for ransom, not destroy it.
Yeah.
As Ra's states. Yeah.
And, Part of me does wish that when Crane fully becomes Scarecrow, adopts the idea that he would have worn something more akin to what we see Scarecrow wear, but I get it, realistic interpretation. I do like the full-on fight confrontation he has with Batman.
Yeah.
That was actually really good.
Yeah.
But why did y'all have to do my mans like that when he tries to attack Rachel Dawes and everyone else on the streets of Gotham? Why did you have him get beat with a taser? He's like, fear me, for I am Scarecrow. As his horse rides away. Mm-hmm. Why are you going to do my mans like that? Really? One shot. The disrespect.
Yep. That was the pudding cat.
Katie Holmes as Rachel Dawes.
I personally liked her performance. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
I didn't fully believe, her rapport
With Christian.
Yeah, no.
Being the same age kid.
No, I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually prefer who we end up getting in the next film.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against Katie Holmes, but for some reason, it just didn't click with me with her as Rachel. I mean, she's nice, but...
Yeah. She's a canon foreigner also, since she was only made for the movie.
Yeah. Seriously, couldn't they have found any of the other actual love interests Bruce has had in the comics?
Yeah, adapted them as just being childhood friends turned lovers.
Y'all could have done something.
Yep.
They
could have also used Andrea Beaumont from the animated series.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox.
Yep.
He's pretty much Batman's Q in this trilogy.
Yep. This is mainly the first adaptation where Lucius is in on the secret, because in the animated series he has no clue that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Which was always weird to me.
Yeah. He's just there. This is just a tech talk with Bruce, or go into crime investigation stuff with him and Commissioner Gordon. And that's about it.
Yeah. But now Lucius is much more hands-on.
Yeah.
And he pretty much makes everything Batman uses. Mm-hmm. I mean, he made the suit. He made the Batmobile. Mm-hmm. He made all the various weapons. He is literally Batman's Q.
Yep. Which they've adapted for later adaptations from the Batman on.
And I think, didn't they practically make his son kind of that for Batman in the comics? Yeah. When he's not Batwing?
Yeah. He was also like in the Batwoman show also.
Oh, yeah. The less we talk about that, the better. But I really liked Morgan Freeman. Yeah. I mean, it's Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can we say?
Yeah.
Gary Oldman as James Gordon. Best James Gordon, hands down.
Yep.
Best.
Yep. Also another Dracula. Another person who had bat-related things beforehand. First playing a villain, now he's a sympathetic villain, now he's a good guy.
Hey, Gary Oldman.
Yep.
Fantastic actor. And I really like his Jim Gordon. We actually see him rise up the ranks. Yeah. We see him early in a flashback where he was just a beat cop.
Yeah.
There to console a recently orphaned Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that was left over in the script from Batman '89.
To then we see him being, Detective Lieutenant
Yeah.
Jim Gordon.
Who has to deal with working with corrupt cops. Well, at least a corrupt cop with Flask.
Was he the only one, or
Well, the only specific one.
yeah, it gets deeper later on.
Yeah.
It gets deeper.
Yeah.
But I really do like him, and I like his camaraderie kind of team with Batman
Yeah.
as the story goes along.
Yeah, we only get the beginning of him first hunting, and then realizing, he's
on our side.
Yeah. One series he catches Falcone, yeah.
And plus, I do enjoy him driving the Batmobile,
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Tumbler.
Yep, and he comes up with the idea for the bat signal
Yeah,
at the end, yep.
even though I think Bruce himself did that first. But
Yeah.
I guess because of Bruce, he was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah. To let Batman know when we need him, and also to remind those in Gotham that decide to commit crime, he's out there. He's watching you.
Yep. So he's more like the Batman Year One comic, Gordon.
Yeah. Which I really like.
Yeah.
Though it does kind of upset me that there's no Barbara Gordon in this trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only has, a son?
Yeah.
2 boys, I think?
I don't. Thought it had a boy and a girl. Later on, I'm not quite sure.
If it was a girl, then okay.
Well,
Cool.
yeah. But then there's the supporting villain that helped get Batman ready, Tom Wilkinson as Falcone.
Carmine the Roman Falcone. And it's pronounced Falcone, not Falcone. It's Falcone.
The E is silent.
It's not like the Maronis.
Yeah.
It's Falcone.
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought he did a good job for his limited.
Yeah, his limited presence.
Yeah.
But
he's the one who owned.
he's supposed to be, the first step before we get real deep into the possible destruction of Gotham City. He's the guy to take down because, well, you're the reason why my parents are dead.
Yeah.
So, of course, he was going to be an easy one to take down.
Yeah.
Though it does suck, his mind ends up getting broken by Scarecrow.
And we never see him ever again.
Yeah, so he's still in Arkham, going crazy with fear.
Yep.
That's a rough way to go, man. I guess, should we go into a bit more of the good? Or
yeah, I like the plot, which was more similar to Batman Year One comics plot.
yeah, it was definitely Batman Year One, definitely.
With some slight differences.
Yeah, I mean, no Catwoman.
Yeah. Rachel wasn't in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I guess the villain's plot definitely made a lot of sense because how many times has Ra's al Ghul tried to destroy Gotham?
A lot.
Yeah. That's his MO. And Scarecrow, just like every other chemical doctor in Gotham City, wanting to poison the water supply.
Mm-hmm. I thought the fight scenes were awesome.
Minus the shaky cam.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God, the shaky cam. Why was this a thing in filming at the time? Half of the fight scenes, I couldn't fully understand what was going on because of the freaking shaky cam. But those that I could see and understand and comprehend, they were good.
Yep. We said the suit looked really awesome.
Yeah, even if sometimes the cowl looks a little weird for me, but
Yeah.
it definitely does look imposing.
Yeah.
Batman does look like he would instill fear into someone.
Yeah.
You know, unlike your Schumacher interpretations.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy the fact that with Nolan, he wanted to make Batman a realistic possibility.
That's why we have no Lazarus Pit.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I do like that. It really does set his Batman from the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, let's not forget the various cameos.
Yeah.
Such as Mark Boone Jr., as Arnold Flass.
Yep.
Um,
Sort of looks like the Harvey Bullock type.
there always has to be a Harvey Bullock.
Yeah, but even though in the comic he's much more good looking while still corrupt. Yeah.
No. He's supposed... No!
That's what he was in the comic before they changed him.
Thank God for Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Ken Watanabe as a decoy Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Huh. Very smart. Very smart.
Yeah. Yeah, or else that would have been a terrible way just to see Ra's al Ghul go.
I know, which would have sucked.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, we see Jack Gleason as a kid that gets saved by Batman and by Rachel Dawes. For those who are very well versed in their TV watching, this man would go on to play Joffrey, Prince to King Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Is this the reason why Joffrey went crazy?
Probably.
I mean, he went through some stuff in this film.
Yeah.
He went through some stuff.
Along with abusive father, parent.
Getting poisoned by fear toxin. Seeing a crazy scarecrow man. Meeting Batman. Almost seeing his home get destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
That kid went through a lot.
Mm-hmm. Whoever it was who played Victor Zsasz.
Oh, Tim Booth as Victor Zsasz. I like his interpretation of Victor Zsasz. Mm-hmm. The only other interpretation I think that has done Victor Zsasz justice was the one in Gotham.
Yeah, that was my first full introduction was Gotham.
Really?
Yeah,
with the character of Zsasz?
Yeah, it took me rewatching this one to realize that was Victor Zsasz.
Well, I got introduced to Victor Zsasz partly due to this, partly due to Batman Begins, but mainly due to the Arkham video games. Where you really see Victor Zsasz as truly frightening.
We won't talk about the other Victor Zsasz from the movie.
Oh, God.
Until we do like an anniversary thing.
Yeah, a big anniversary.
Yeah.
Maybe in a few years.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's...
Yeah.
we pretty much got through everything.
Yep, so went through the scores.
Yeah. Why don't you go first?
I give this an 8 out of 10.
Huh.
It's a really good origin story. It has a lot of... It makes us interested in Bruce's journey to becoming Batman, that we're just not... So it doesn't really matter if we're interested in him in the suit until he actually gets in the suit. We actually understand his character at all. We get to understand his relationship with his parents also, which we forgot to mention, where the father dies, it gets shot first and still makes it, and still says, still survives long enough to say, don't be afraid.
They always only care about Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, so I did like Bruce's relationship with his dad briefly in that one.
Yeah, very good by Linus Roach.
Yep, and you?
For me, I agree with you. It's an 8 out of 10. This was a really good character study on Batman. What makes him tick, how he became Batman. It really is good. A lot better than I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one of the more forgotten Batman films, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, despite, how they did my boy Scarecrow, but I really enjoyed it.
Yep. But if you don't like, or if you don't like our opinion, go find us on Facebook, The Real Screen Team. Find us on YouTube, The Real Screen Team. Where else?
You can also find us on Reddit and on Instagram.
Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe and share our videos.
Yes, because we're trying to get to 500 to do a big celebration, live stream.
And please comment for the algorithm for our YouTube channel.
Yes, and then once we reach 1,000, we can start making monetization on our videos. We'll start a Patreon where you all could give a few extra dollars for viewer suggestions, or we can make some special videos just for Patreon.
But before we go, we're finally getting to one of our favorite movies, The Dark Knight.
Oh, man. I'm so excited to talk about it, but then at the same time, I'm worried, what more can we say that's already been said?
We'll see. So, want to roll us out?
Sure. Well, thank you all for coming. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It definitely helps. Well, cut, print, that's a wrap.